The big game is finally here. The Aurora Red Foxes enter into the bowl season for the first time in program history. This is Blackjack and welcome to the Aurora Red Foxes Dynasty as your Red Foxes take on the Ohio Bobcats in the GoDaddy.com Bowl. Aurora enters this game in at 9-3, Ohio at 9-4, and this isn't actually the stat that I want to focus on. I want to focus on this one right here. Kirk Herbstreit picking Ohio to win this game despite the fact that we average more points per game, we're better on offense and better on defense than they were this year. We'll see what happens as kickoff is underway and DJ Smith is back to return this one from the line of his own end zone. Breaks it out here to the 20, to the 30, and it's finally brought down around the ankles towards out of bounds. A 31-yard return there, and the Red Foxes will take over. First down. Here they come out in the full house formation, and they start with a sweep with Vernon Winslet, who only needs 89 yards to become the first ever 1,000-yard rusher in Red Fox history. 2nd and 10. Gaines going to roll out right here. Can't find anyone, and then dumps this underneath here to David Blanchard, the former tight end, now fullback, crashing through the defender there to go ahead and pick up 17. The Red Foxes look to start rolling. 1st and 10. We're going to go read option here. Timberlake the fake. Gaines keeps. Gaines able to power through a linebacker there and push his way towards the first down marker. Just short, however, for 2nd and 1. Here they go again. Handoff this time to Timberlake. They go a little bit of a misdirection there, a counter, and Timberlake is brought down in the backfield by Marcus Brunson for a loss. So it'll be 3rd and 1. Here's Gaines. Looking, throws deep over the middle, nearly intercepted. The safety came over and got a hand on it, but it looks like Aurora's going to stay out on the field today. Also to note, Aurora wearing special bowl game uniforms as the handoff here goes to Winslet, able to stretch it to the outside as he picks up the first down and more, and gets past the 30-yard line. A big 15-yard rush for him. He's now looking at only 75 to go. Gaines here goes read option. As you can see, they're wearing the gold numbers today. It's a special bowl game uniform made for them instead of the normal red numbers. 2nd and 11 here for Gaines, though. Looking for Oparije. That's his first target, but that pass way off the mark, and it'll be 3rd and 11. Gaines now rolls out left here. Throws back to his left. That was a dangerous throw there, but will be Sinclair able to hang on and turn it upfield into a 25-yard gain. Somehow off balance, Gaines is able to make this throw and recompose himself and gets the yardage needed there, and it'll be 1st and goal. 2nd and goal now for the Red Foxes. They line up, handoff here to Winslet, turns it upfield, trying to get to that end zone for the 15th time on the ground this year. Isn't able to get it there, but he's got 3 carries this far for 17. We're going to be keeping track of that today. Pitch out to Winslet here on 3rd and goal, straight into the end zone. Touchdown, Vernon Winslet. That is number 15 on the ground this year for him. 16 total for him. Handoff here now as Ohio takes over to A.J. Oilette, who runs straight up the middle. Big hole there for him as he picks up 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Ace formation here, single back, as Oilette this time is brought down in the backfield, and that's a free safety. Jasper Willis, the senior, coming up there to make the play. 3rd and 6. Let's see if Aurora can get a stop here. Handoff to Oilette, straight up the middle, able to burst straight through the hole, and he picks up 12. It's a different offense that Aurora's facing today. Normally seeing a lot of hurry up. This time, Ohio's a team that takes their time, as here comes White to check into the game as he slipped off the tackle that looked like Quentin Cage, but Poppy White is brought down by Rongi Unatoa for a 2-yard loss as he gets trapped behind his lineman. 3rd and 7 now for the Bobcats. Here's Maxwell back to pass. Dumps this one to the right to Bellac, and it looked like Dante Devine, who just didn't turn around. He was there in perfect coverage there and just never turned around and saw the ball. Handoff here to Oilette on the sweep. He's able to go ahead and pick up 4 there for 2nd and 6 after Ohio picked up the first down. Here comes Poppy White again, now looking to fight 4th there, taking in relief for Oilette, and he picks up 5. That'll be 3rd and inches. Here comes Maxwell again. This time they go speed option. Maxwell trying to get to the first down marker and ends up stretching himself and is brought down in the backfield by Paul Beneventi. But now they're going to stay out here on 4th and 1. Handoff here to the fullback, Lawson. Lawson bounces off a tackle, gets to the outside, and converts for the touchdown. Jermaine Lawson hit a cutback and was able to, it looked like he was going to be stopped for a loss and instead turned it into a touchdown for 21 yards. Here comes Timberlake on the screen pass. Now he's getting some touches here. He picks up 17 on that short little dump. Nice job there of using the screenplay. They haven't gone to that very often recently. Into the second quarter we go. DJ Smith coming in motion here. They might go slot option. They do. Gaines ends up keeping it himself as Smith was covered on that play, and then Gaines gets walloped there. He needs to start sliding down on some of these options. It's very dangerous. 2nd and 5. Gaines rolls out to his right, throws underneath here. Dallas Killinger had to come back to the ball there. Kind of a short throw there. And Killinger could have had a first down, but he'll be marked short for 3rd and 1. Gaines doesn't like something here. He's changing up the play call. They go read option. Gaines keeps it himself, and there we go. He slides down to the ground just in time at about the 40-yard line and converts. 2nd and 11 now for the Red Foxes. 3 wide in the pistol. Gaines looking, throw over the middle. Got Irving on the crossing pattern. And he picks up 20 yards on the play as the Red Foxes are in the red zone. This is usually where the Red Foxes are at their best. 1st and 10. Read option here for Gaines. Gaines keeps it, and Gaines gets hit and fumbles the football. It's picked up by Alois. And that's the first turnover today, and it's a costly one for Aurora, looking to put up points here. And now Ohio will take over. Here comes A.J. Oilette on another run. He'll pick up 2 yards here. 2nd and 8. Looks like Aurora showing blitz as Oilette now carries it out to the outside. Able to go ahead and pick up 6 there, and it'll be 3rd and 1. Here comes Aurora hovering over that line again. They come out in a 1-5-5. And a weird broken play here, and somehow Quentin Maxwell slips away there. It looks like there was supposed to be an exchange that happened, and Maxwell instead turns it into an 11-yard gain after the botch. 2nd and 11 here. Throw here to Elijah Ball, who has to come back to that one. A little short throw there, only goes for 6. It'll be 3rd and 5. Here comes the pressure. Kilgore getting in quick at the quarterback as they try to set up the screen, and he's brought down by Dylan Sherville, the true freshman who's able to stop that screen there for Oilette. 4th and 5. Here's the punt. Here comes Paul Phillips. Can he provide a spark here for the Red Foxes? Trying to break to the outside and can't get too much here, but 11 yards gives the Red Foxes decent starting field position at the 26. 1st and 10. Gaines goes play action here. Looking, rolling to his right. Can't find anything, and keep it himself, and wisely gets out of bounds. I think he tried to turn that one upfield, but I think getting out of bounds was a much better decision after fumbling. 2nd and 6. Here comes Gaines. Throw over the middle. Ofarije right in his hands and lets it slip through. Oh, Chuck's got to catch that one. 3rd and 6. Gaines. Throw over the middle. Picked off. Miller jumps up and gets his hands on it. I think Gaines thought he could float that pass over him, and Gaines has his 2nd turnover of the day, his 1st interception. Ohio starts with great field position now. Throw, and that one's picked off. Back-to-back interceptions. Paul Beneventini's got some blocks. Crossing midfield, getting to the 45-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. Paul Beneventi, the senior, making a big play there. Boy, has he turned around, hasn't he? Remember when he seemed to be the GOAT of the team, where it seemed like all the defensive blows were going his way? Well, now, here comes Paul Phillips checking into the game for the first time, and a pitch to him goes nowhere. 5-yard loss. The blocking couldn't hold up. 2nd and 15 now for Aurora. They come out in the full house. Gaines looking. Throws over the middle. Got David Blanchard. He's reliable. That's 11 yards there, and it'll be 3rd and 3. This should be manageable for the Red Foxes. So they come out 3 wide. Chuck Ofarije in the slot. Gaines looking, throws over the middle, caught Dallas Killinger. Clock winding down here. This puts the Red Foxes in field goal range. That's their 4th 3rd down conversion today. 1st and 15 after a false start penalty, and D'Souza comes into the game here in the full house formation and doesn't pick up anything trying to go read option. And now Gaines checks back into the game and gets picked off by Anderson. Anderson with blockers, and he's gone. Touchdown, Ohio. That's the third turnover to today, and Gaines didn't see this one. Gaines looking for that comeback route, threw it way too low and way too late, and Anderson goes ahead and takes that to the house. Now with 15 seconds left, Aurora needs to score quickly. Gaines gonna go deep here. He does have Willoughby Sinclair, who makes a diving catch with 9 seconds to go, and Mashburn immediately calls timeout. They're near field goal range. Gaines gonna take another shot here towards the end zone, nearly picked off. 5 seconds left. And Aurora's gonna come out for one more play. They got one timeout left here. Gaines looking, throws over the middle to Dallas. Killinger picks up the first down. And Mashburn's trying to call a timeout here. And the refs aren't allowing it, and they run off the clock. With 1 second left, they did not allow Mashburn to call timeout, and Ohio will go into halftime up 14-7. Wow, I cannot believe the refs let that happen. Well, perhaps there's two ways that you can look at how that ended. Definitely the referee should have allowed the timeout to happen and Aurora got screwed, but also on top of that, I think you also need to think about Mashburn's decision there to go for it with 5 seconds left as Oilette starts off here in the second half and picks up a first down on the sweep right. Oilette with a carry again here. This time he's brought down. It's Buck Jones, the redshirt freshman, making the play there. 2nd and 9. Maxwell looking, throws to his right. Gets it just in time for Cope, who goes ahead and bounces off of the tackle. And Sam Montgomery now has to chase him down from behind, and Brendan Cope picks up 49 yards on that reception. Look at that again. He just does a little comeback route and is able to bounce off of his man to go ahead and get forward. Maxwell here trying to go speed option, goes nowhere. 4-yard loss. Rongi Unatoa making the play. 2nd and 14. Oilette picks up 3 here on that carry. It'll be 3rd and 11 as Ohio will line up here with 3 wide in the gun. And now Maxwell changing something here on the play. Maxwell going towards the end zone. Touchdown! Caught by Kyle Balak. And it looked like it was Victor Van Slyke there in coverage. He was in perfect position. He just never turns around and sees the ball. Doesn't whatsoever. Too busy face guarding. 21-7. Aurora needs a big spark here as they're down 2, but they've been in this position before. Here's Phillips breaking to the outside, making a man miss. Shakes off another, getting to the 40, down to about the 45-yard line. So a good return to start here for Aurora as that Ohio defense comes back out. Here comes Aurora for their first drive. They're going to start off here with a sweep to Winsley. He gains 2 here on the carry. And that puts him at 21 yards, meaning he's got 68 to go. Here's Gaines looking, throws deep over the middle for Chuck Oparije in double coverage, nearly triple coverage, and almost came down with that one, but drops it. It'll be 3rd and 8. Here they come, shotgun formation 4 wide. Gaines looking, throws to the right, wide open. Isaiah Irving can't keep in bounds, but does make the catch. A big 38-yard gain as he ran just down the sideline. Perfect way to beat zone coverage there. That old cover 2. Here comes Gaines. Underneath check down here to Winslow on the screenplay. Able to fight through a tackle before he's tripped up and picks up 10 yards on the gain. 2nd and inches. Handoff here to Winsley. Able to cut up and he gets the first down yardage. 4-yard gain there for Winsley. Now it's 1st and goal. Pitch out. Winsley left. Blockers in front of him. Touchdown, Vernon Winsley. His 16th rushing touchdown of the year. He has been phenomenal. Now 1st and 10. Aurora brings it back to a 7-point game. Another quick throw here to Kyle Balak, who just scored the touchdown before. He picks up 4. 2nd and 6. Maxwell, handoff to Oilette. Oilette getting busy as he slips past the tackler. Getting into the open field and has to be brought down by Jasper Willis, the last guy who can get to him. A 28-yard gain there for AJ. 1st and 10. Ohio starting to move. Poppy White just shoves away. Couldn't tell who that was. That looked like Connor Bruce. And picks up a gain of 3 on that one. 2nd and 7. Maxwell on a rollout. Throws it down to Magnum. Magnum stays on his feet, And finally gets hit hard there by Sam Montgomery. Has to come in there and make the tackle. These receivers have just been bouncing off defenders all day. Ouellette, now the rush, somehow slips through a gang of tacklers and gets into the end zone. Touchdown A.J. Ouellette, and it's a two-possession game yet again. Aurora takes control here, 2nd and 9. Gaines, throw deep over the middle, got Chuck Okerije. We may have a shootout on our hands now, but Aurora's a little too late here. The defense did their part in the first half, and now it seems like the defense is breaking down for Aurora. Here's Timberlake on the read option. He carries here. He picks up 5. 3rd and 5. 1 tight end, 3 wide. Here's Gaines. Looking. Throws underneath here to Killinger. He just rides that first down marker and does enough there to pick up the first. 1st and 10. Gaines changing up the play here. Gaines looking. Throw quickly. He gets it out to Wilby Sinclair, crossing over the middle. Still not down. Gets back up again. Trying to pound through. It looks like about a pile of about 10 people there, and somehow is able to pick up the first. Isaiah Irving comes in motion right here for 1st and 10. Timberlake going to stretch this one out. One defender to beat here as he gets to the 5. Inside spin move. Touchdown. Marcus Timberlake gets in. I believe that's Timberlake's 7th rushing touchdown, as Aurora's rushing rushing attack this year has been absolutely phenomenal. Watch that spin move one more time for Timberlake to go ahead and get free. Don't you forget about him. Here come the Bobcats, though. A.J. Ouellette going to carry here. About 6 seconds to go. He picks up 7, and this should take us into the 4th quarter. It's clutch time here for Aurora. Maxwell on play action. Throws to his right, got a wide open Mangum. No one there to bring him down. Here comes Jasper Willis. Somehow he stiff arms him away. And Paul Benavitti can't bring him down either. Touchdown. Ohio. Troy Mangan. He does it again, where he's able to slip out of another tackle and just easily gets into the end zone. Red Foxes need a response here. They start off well. Post route to Isaiah Irving picks up 14. 2nd and 4. They're at the 45-yard line. Gaines finally takes the snap. Looking as he drops back. Throw deep over the middle. Look at who's wide open. None other than Vernon Winslet. The 3rd touchdown today for Vernon. That is his 2nd receiving touchdown of the year and his 18th altogether. That is an Aurora record by far, beating out any other Red Fox. And Aurora strikes back quickly, and here comes the kickoff. Sean O'Shea back deep here to Poppy White. He'll take it from his own 5-yard line. Poppy getting to the outside. He's got a lot of room, getting past the 40, past the 45, near midfield, and just getting out of bounds. And now Aurora's defense has to play the part. The offense has finally got it together with 410 total yards on offense. Here's Maxwell here on 1st down. Throws over the middle. Caught by A.J. Ouellette there on the little angle route, and he picks up 8. Ohio lines up under center here for 2nd and 2. They're going to bring Lawson in motion right, the fullback. Handoff here goes to A.J. Ouellette. He's going to bounce it to the outside. Shrugs off one tackle and is finally brought down by Stephon Porter after a 6-yard gain, but he picks up the first nonetheless. Here comes the Red Foxes showing blitz here. Poppy White taking the carry, and he can't find a hole. It's Rongi Unatoa coming into the backfield to bring him down, a gain of nothing as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Here's Maxwell looking, throws right. A tight throw there in, and somehow fits that into Cameron Odom on the sideline, but it will force 3rd and 3. Can Aurora get the stop here? Another broken handoff play, and Maxwell's able to keep it himself and pick up 13 for the first down. I'm not sure if these plays are by design or not, but they look broken every time. Poppy White now taking the carry, storming upfield into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. And they keep it a 2-possession game. 1st and 15 now for Aurora, and they are on the ropes. They have to score this drive. They've got 4 minutes and 57 seconds left. Gaines going to go read option here on 1st and 15 after the false start penalty, and they go nowhere. Loss of 1. 2nd and 16. Need something big here. Gaines gets hit as he throws, and it falls, thankfully, harmlessly to the ground. As the Bobcats force 3rd and 16. They come out with 4 wide. Here's Gaines. Looking. Throws over the middle. Intercepted. That's Fox who's able to come up with the interception. The 4th turnover today for Aurora. And Jalen Fox essentially puts this one away for the Ohio Bobcats. They will actually go home with the trophy for the GoDaddy.com Bowl as they win 42-28 and are able to run out the clock. Aurora not able to get a defensive stop whatsoever. It was a disappointing second half here for Aurora. Offensively, they did as well as you possibly could have, except for that last interception there by Chandler Gaines. But the defense, missing tackle after tackle after tackle. It's been a problem with them all year, but in this particular game, boy, did it really show, and it really bit them this time. But the Red Foxes still have a lot to be proud of. They finished this season with a winning record, something that I definitely didn't think they were going to do. I didn't think they would be bowl eligible, never to mind get 9 wins. So they should be proud of that accomplishment. For only their 2nd year in NCAA history to get to 9-4, even though they were in a Sun Belt conference, 9 wins, I thought was quite impressive. Vernon Winslet had quite an impressive year himself with 16 TDs on the ground, even though he did not eclipse the 1,000-yard marker. I think next year he's probably going to be able to do it with a better offensive line as well. And defensively, we had a lot of standouts finally come out this year, especially Rongi Unatoa, who had a fantastic year, finishing with 9 sacks, and Craig Kilgore being one of the top middle linebackers and an All-American this year. So, it's into the offseason we go, and we're going to have a stream for that. I'll schedule it for sometime next week. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Run wild.